Good day. My name is Hans Wilhelmsson, and today we are going to look into how to import call stats into simtree. There are several ways, so today we are going to look into using files, but you can also use our APIs, but that will be covered in another way. So first we go to settings, and in settings we go to import statistics. And here you can see functionality for importing both calls and agent events, but we will look into call imports today. So in the import function, we open a dialog, and here you can select files to import. You can see the proper format of the files, and you can read the specification of each field in the file. So before we start the import, we will look into the files that we are going to import. So we have here a file called August 713, and we'll double click on that file. And the file will open up in Microsoft Excel, and you can see the different fields of the file. In the first column is a call ID that needs to be unique. In the next is a timestamp that should be formatted in an ISO standard way, like that. Then you have rep time, talk time, both in milliseconds, and you have 3 tags that are possibilities to mark or label the calls with tags, normally QID or customer ID or things like that. How to group the calls will be covered in a later session. Then you have one field for abandons, where 0 means it's not an abandon and 1 means that the call is an abandon. Close that. And we will also look at the file in Notepad text editor. So drag the file into Notepad. And you can see the same information here. And you can also see that the file is comma separated. It also works with a semicolon separated file. And the header in the file should be like this. Okay, back to simtree. And we will start the import. So I will select the files. I select 3 files, 1 week of data each, and press open. And the files are seen in the dialog like that. And then you press execute, and you can follow the progress bar while the files are imported. And you can see the message that 1 file has been imported, 2 files imported, and 3 files imported. Now you can see in the table here, the latest call imported is with the timestamp August 27. And here you can select the number of calls to investigate, like this. You have a table of 1,000 calls like that. You can also see the status of the files imported in the file import info. And here you can see the 3 files that has been imported and the number of rows of data that has been imported. In this case, a bit more than 16,000 calls per file. Now we are going to test another file. So we go back to here, and we have a file here that contains an error. And if we drag that file into Notepad, you can see that on line 1 there is an error on the date here. It's 2 X's that shouldn't be there. So we see what happened when we import that file. Open, and you see the file, and you press execute. And you get a red message here. And if we look at the file import info, you can see that this file has bad formatting of timestamp on line 1. In next session, we will look into how to group these calls into call groups. So thank you for listening.